What's good? It's Chigozy. It's Tuesday, February 5th, 2019. 7 dead in Paris blaze. They have in this video, although later on they updated to 8 dead. I'll show you why. But they're saying it's a blaze. B is the second letter, L is the 12th, A is the first, Z is the 26th, E is the 5th. You just add those all, you get 46. L is the 12th letter, 1 plus 2 is 3. Z is the 26, 2 plus 6 is 8. So then you can apply numerology, reduce each letter to a single digit, get 19 when you add them all. Likewise, we reverse the alphabetical order, A is 26, Z is 1, you can do the same thing with the reductions or not. So you see how it sums to 46, 19 using the alphabetical order, coming out 2/5 on a date with a life lesson number of 19. 2 plus 5 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9. And 46 numerology. 2 plus 5 plus 20 plus 19, 46. So you understand how they're combining the date numerology with the gematria. I did get a comment asking the difference between like a life path number or the significance of it and like a life lesson number. They're kind of just interchangeable names. And really, like, theoretically, it's when it's all reduced to 1. Like when this is reduced to a single digit, in this case, it's 1. Then that's like your life path number. But again, this gang, they use the intermediate step chiefly to code all of their deception. And this has very significance to your life path, like how things come out to you as you're going on through life, and a whole lot more. Just a lot of information out there on that topic. Please look it up at your own convenience. But that's not even it. This is where it gets really coded. Flames ripped through an apartment block in Paris, killing at least 8 people and injuring 36 early on Tuesday, authorities said. 36 were injured. Today is the 36th day of the year. We're getting some propaganda out of Paris. Paris 36, 63. Now they're saying 8 dead. 8 dead, 63. They're saying it's an apartment fire. Apartment 36. See it? And then they're saying that there's a fire 25 on 2/5. That is right there how you can understand this is a fabricated event. The Paris Fire Department very well could have gone and put a real apartment building on fire with real people inside for their ritual. Or it could be an all staged scene with a bunch of French actors in this propaganda piece. This is how they get regulations out. This is how they make one party come out and say, hey, we're going to do this for this cause because of this propaganda event. Macron, he's responsible. He's an actor in this play. So I just wanted to show that on the 36th day of the year, this is, you can leave the video just understanding this. They're telling you 36 injured. Paris 36 is the 36th day of the year, and it's an apartment fire. Apartment equals 36. You just saw it. And I was looking up some historical facts, and I didn't find too much numerological that synced up with this too much. You know, I did see some 89s and whatnot, but the storming of but that doesn't mean that there's no parallel. I mean, the storming of the Bastille was when the prison was raided and burnt down. And that's what they have Bastille Day for, and it started the French Revolution. So your apartment, which is just a Zionist Jew prison, I mean, you pay all that money to Remax, and then they try to fuck you over later on and scam you. You get nothing in return from them. It was a particularly violent fire. Captain Clement Cognon, I mean CCC 333, Clement Cognon 33. This guy is a Freemason. Paris, France, a very Masonic territory. His name equals 58, 59, like Freemasonry, like Phoenician, like Phoenicians. 211, the 47 prime. They're composite at 47 degrees. How do you, I mean, anyone who was just watching in my videos, didn't you expect this too? Of course you did. Who wouldn't expect this? That's why I say it's not a prediction. When it's just this coded, it's literally just like understanding the script. Seeing how the Freemasons put everything out. Why would his name not sum to the same thing as Freemasonry? Maybe Remy Heights might be different. It might be closer to the either Saturn or the topic at hand, or more Freemasonry. I mean, it's just really just the same. You know, killing numbers. Oh, Freemason 42, Scottish Rite 57. I mean, that's what I mean. There's more Freemasonry. And then how you can also tell, and I didn't call this out before typing it in, but I mean, you can see it. Paris prosecutor. He's a prosecutor. He's connected to this gang very well. Oh, and they're saying a woman's a suspect for this. I think they use the term woman with this gematria, Saturn numbers. But I'm trying to find more of a connection for this, because usually it's like dates with 42 numerology. They like to have that. So maybe I have to look through this more. Flames equals 29, Paris 29, oh excuse me, France 29, not Paris. Fire 29 in France 29, Flames 29. You see how this is all by the numbers. I mean, I hope after that 36 example, you're like, okay, I see this, because that's all you had to see is the 36. So I like to sync these things up from dates. I can find that whoever's the governor, not the governor of France. I don't think they have a governor. I don't think they have the, I mean, I don't really know much of their political system. Because again, to me, into reality, it's all Zionist Jew-controlled actors doing a bunch of crap that does nothing, and it just controls your mind, leads you down the path of agenda. They don't do anything that they want to do. They do what they're told to do. So, you know, governor, chancellor, just doesn't matter. They're actors. They're puppets. Parc des Princes, you know, Prince 38, 84, you know, that's a very special number to France. United States of America equals 228 and 84. Saturn equals 69. Architect 87. Illuminati 150. Rue Erlanger is where it happened. On the 8th, you know, 8 people dying on the 8-story block. I mean, come on. They're 88. Purple 88. Prince connected to the purple. I'm not sure if this is, you know, Queen of England death, predictive programming. There's always like a lot of possibilities the stuff could be connected to that I think about. But, you know, I try to emphasize what's really going on so you can leave with something concrete. And that's why I emphasized, again, on the 36th day of the year, Paris 36, apartment 36. That's the main thing. The main thing, apartment also equals 36. It's an apartment fire. Rue Erlanger. I don't know why this sounds like some, like, football player from, like, the 70s or 40s, I mean. Or even 50s. But anyway, 61, the 18th prime. 173, the 40th prime. So yeah, I definitely didn't try to make this a dragged on video, but I think there's a lot of coding here, like a lot of clues here. Because they're giving a lot of locations. Firefighters scaled ladders to rescue residents from balconies on an 8-story block of Rue Erlanger. probably don't even pronounce it like that, near the Parc des Princes soccer stadium and the Roland Garros French Open tennis venue. Sure, you don't pronounce any of those words like that, or any of the consonants, but you get what I'm trying to say. Anyone who's familiar with these locations or these types of rituals, or pay attention to that. But they're saying the woman's 40, the Old Testament number. Here we go. See, this is what I'm looking for. Paris mayor. This is exactly what I'm looking for. It's going to add like 5 minutes to the video, but it's substance we need in this production. Paris mayor Anne Hidalgo wrote on Twitter that the city was in mourning after the fire, which came less than a month after a gas blast in central Paris killed 4 people. So this one's going to kill 8. That one killed 4, 84. Jesuit 84. Masonry 84. Zionism 84. Very special number to France and its establishment. And here we get Anne Hidalgo, so we can do her birthday from today. And it's just stuff like that. This is why I love Reuters, too. I like how they just give you all like they package the information you need in a nice, like, starter kit. And this nicely, neatly laid out piece of propaganda from Paris, France. So, you know, this Spanish-French actor for these Zionist Jews, you know, another puppet controlling the mind's eye of the masses, you know, either through her looks, through her policies. You know, they're blaming a woman on this fire. We have a woman here as the mayor. They're doing a lot here with this woman programming and this particular piece of propaganda. Paris mayor Anne Hidalgo. Born June 19th, you know, born King James's, the King James's birthday, you know. Oh my goodness. So we know where we're already going at. Anne Hidalgo, 54, 27. These are sun numbers. Sun 9, 27, 54. The video here, 10 minutes, 54 seconds. Talking about sun, burning fire. So this is how these videos get long. I just see all this information. But it's welcome. I love it. 6/19, 2019. We'll just see from today to her upcoming. How old is this actor? She is 59 years old. You know, Freemasonry 59. This is 5 months, 9 days from July 14th, the Bastille Day, the day that prison burned down. It's from the anniversary of that. 134 days. We just had the Vesca Pisces rituals, but guess what this really is? This is a Tisha B'Av ritual, no doubt. Just check this. Just think about it. We're talking about the prison being burned down in the Bastille Day ritual. We're talking about now a fire in an apartment, which is a tower, a prison tower type thing, being burnt to the ground, essentially. You know, of course, it's a ritual. It's not going to be burnt to the ground really, but it's symbolic. And then we get Tisha B'Av. We get Tisha B'Av. Oh my God. Tisha B'Av, the 9th of Av. Tisha B'Av equals 9/11 in Jewish gematria. And think about how Tisha B'Av in America was on 9/11. It was the 9/11 false flag in New York, put on by the federal government, the Zionist Jew, Freemasonic Jesuit order. Tisha B'Av 9/11, the 156 prime number. Tisha B'Av 134 when you reverse the alphabetical order. And you see how 134 days from her birthday, we get what? A Tisha B'Av ritual. The Second Temple was the Jewish Holy Temple, which stood on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem during the Second Temple period, which was destroyed by the... where's their old picture? They had an old picture. It was like a drawing. Oh, I think I clicked the Second Temple instead. There we go. Here we go. But the First and Second Temples burning down. See what I'm saying? Doesn't this look like an apartment fire? You see this? It's no different. Since this time, it's the same gang. You get it. This is they didn't have videos and Reuters and internet back then, so they couldn't give you this form of propaganda. So they're drawing it and painting it. It's a day of Jewish mourning for this type of burning, destructive event. Melania equals 134. That's what they're always saying. She's doing destructive stuff. And you see the parallels. And this is 134 days from the mayor's birthday. Just think about it. Unbelievable. And then people will say I'm making things up. I mean, that's why I said it's the most retarded shit I've ever heard. How did I make this up? I can't even draw. I'm like the worst drawer you ever meet. So I can't even begin to make this up. So last but not least, I mean, you might as well see your birth numerology. Born day with 84 numerology, that oh so special number to France. That is what I'm trying to tell you here. Please check out freetofindtruth.blogspot.com. Zach's blog. Zach's been documenting France in 84. The Bastille Day. Remember Bastille Day? Didn't 84 people die during that ritual? It's a special number. And he's taught all, like it was when I first found out about his work in 2016, all that stuff was happening. So it was like one of the first things I learned from him. So, I don't remember it all to 100% completion, but definitely check out his information. I would say check out his videos on it, but the same gang who gives you Bastille Day, the same asshole Zionist Jew order giving this fake news bullshit ass propaganda is the same gang who took down his channel 17 times already. And why do you think? Because they don't want you to understand this type of information I'm sharing right here. So, 134 days from her birthday. Oh, and the last part. I wanted to see this. The gas blast in Central Paris. From then to now. Central Paris gas blast. Central Paris gas blast. No. I think it's this one. Wait. No, that's currently. Here we go. Of course, Reuters covering this too. January 12th, 2019. 2 French firefighters and a Spanish woman. French and Spanish woman. More of the same coding inside this propaganda from France. Guys, I've never been to France a day in my life, but you see I'm showing you this. Why? Because it's this easy to see. It's always like that. It's this simple. It's this in your face. That's why I emphasize that, to show you how blatant these people are, how sick they are. 2 French firefighters and a Spanish woman. This is all synced up with this actor and Hidalgo again. Another puppet for the Freemasons. Massive gas explosion, gas 54, 18, that's still sun numbers. She's connected to that. On Saturday, I love how we have this attorney and actor, Donald Trump. I know this is about something else, but still. It was on Saturday, so Saturn Sun ritual. And let's make sure that it was, if that 12 was the Saturday. I like to just make sure. I think it usually is, if they talk like that. Yeah. 112. We'll circle 112. So today, January 12th, 2019, to this fire, 25 days. Fire equals 25. I mean, it's also either 3 weeks, 3 days. I'll go back in case, so you don't have to try to pause it at the right time. But you have to document the 33. I mean, this is what I mean. 3 weeks, 3 days later now, a span of 3 weeks, 4 days, murder 34. We get a fire 25 on 2/5. All by the number 36, as I've shown already. Fire also equals 70. There's been a lot of 70s here, and if I didn't call out, I apologize. While I was doing my preliminary research, I was seeing them too. But again, sometimes you don't get everything, but when you see the basic thing, you have to always remember, there's always more. It's like if you're trading, you buy low, sell high. Well, you can sell high, but it can also always go higher, but you don't necessarily have to, be greedy and keep holding higher. Although it's not being greedy, showing more examples. I mean, this is the more the better. But you understand how you don't need to show every last thing. You don't need every last coding that they do to get what they're doing. 25 days later, on 2/5 now, they give you a fire. The storming of see if I saw something. I probably saw it somewhere else, but don't worry about it. 229, the 50th prime. So there you have it. I just want to make a comprehensive look at this to see what France does. They might take this video down. They like to take videos down about the false flags they put on. But I think this video is worth risking for a strike because it's heavily coded. I wasn't disrespectful. I didn't say anything about any victim. I mean, I said these are possibly real people, and I'm trying to bring justice to them. Can I confirm if they're real or not? Of course not. I'm not there. Can I confirm that this is a orchestrated event by the police, by the Freemasons over in Paris, France? Of course. We've confirmed that from day one because it's from Reuters. It is Zionist Jew fake news propaganda.